Greetings, family. Empress D here. I'm in my spot, We went from summer to spring, early spring. We're cold again. I'm in layers here in Toronto, Canada, but it's all good because we're going to get hot soon and it's going to stay hot for a few months. So I'm just hanging tight. I'm keeping all of my gear in my car and I'm preparing. And, to me, it's worth it because coming out here, it's so worth being prepared in terms of having the gear. Okay. Oh my gosh. I'm sitting here. I've been here about 20 minutes and I'm just sitting and I'm chilling and I see this big, huge bird. I've never seen a bird this big. It's like bigger than a turkey. But I know a turkey can't fly. But its body was big like that. And it had some humongous wings. I'm sorry. I've never seen a bird like this, family. I have no idea what kind of bird this was. And it flew right by me. And so I'm just looking like this. I'm sitting here and I see the bird. I'm looking like this. I just watching it. My mouth is open. I'm watching. I'm like... I couldn't react fast enough to get my phone. It was just something amazing. And I of course I'm here by myself. I was the only one that saw it, but it was amazing. And that's why I'm saying, get out, family. Nature's amazing. Like, where else? You're not going to see something that you've never seen before when sitting in the four walls of your home, right? So get out, family. It's worth it. It's worth it. What I wanted to talk about today briefly is resilience. Okay, I have some friends walking behind me now, so I'll let them do their thing. Resilience. So what is it? So resilience to me is your ability to face a setback, regroup and keep moving, right? It's your bounce back, right? Your ability to bounce back. Or, your ability to take a licking and keep on ticking, maybe. Yeah, like that kind of thing. It's your ability to, in the face of adversity, still thrive, right? And I think that we all have a certain degree of resilience, but we can all strengthen our resilience muscles, right? And so I'm just thinking, how do we do that? And I think I came up with one or two ways, and one of the ways is to be able to forgive yourself, develop the art of forgiving yourself. If you mess up, you gotta, of course you have to acknowledge it, right? If you don't acknowledge the mess up, you can't learn from the mess up. So you have to acknowledge it. You have to spend some time in it. You have to think about it. You have to mull it over. But I think, the difference between resilience and being not resilient is your ability to, forgive yourself. They say, you know what, it's okay. I screwed up this time, but you know what, next time I'm going to do it this way so that I don't get the same result as last time. And I think that ability, that characteristic, that quality of being able to forgive yourself is certainly necessary in developing resilience, right? So self-forgiveness. And I find that once you being able to forgive yourself, you are so much able to forgive others, right? It just goes hand in hand. So you can't go wrong in developing that self-forgiveness trait, right? And I think another way that we can develop our resilience is to really have that ability to have a vision and have no obstacle get in your way of it, right? Like, you can say to yourself, no matter what, I'm going to do this and whatever X, Y, and Z. Let's say, for example, I'm going to exercise 30 minutes 3 times this week, right? And you just holding yourself accountable to that, right? And 1 week you might only do 2 days. You say to yourself, you didn't, holding yourself, you hold yourself accountable, and you say, you know what, next week I'm not going to let that happen. And then after a while, you do things on a regular basis and it becomes habit, right? And it's not something that you have to work on. And I think when you set a goal and you don't achieve it, you fall short of it, and your ability to say, you know what, it's okay, I almost got there, but I'm going to go get there tomorrow. I think that is a trait or a characteristic, or that is a way to develop resilience. And maybe it's the same thing as being able to forgive yourself. But if you tie all those kind of tasks together, and if you practice those tasks, I think self-forgiveness and also setting goals, and if you don't achieve those goals, that's saying it's okay and continue to try to attain those goals. I think if each and every one of us tried to at least implement or strive to accomplish those tasks every day, it would go a long way in developing that resilience muscle. Family, I think I've talked your ear off enough today. So I just wanted to say that. And of course I wanted to encourage all of you to get out here. It's as I said, I come out here and I sit before I speak with you guys, and I get inspired, right? So get out in nature to be inspired, and it's inspired to do whatever, the inspiration doesn't leave you once you leave nature, is what I'm saying. Anyway, I love and I value each and every one of you, family. Take good care. One love.